can't just let Minai's be the guy who sort of does a little bit his own thing. Either he's covering the playground or the birthday party area, or he's covering over by B, and then everyone else does something else. Right now, though, we can actually see that it isn't Minai's currently. It's Neo who's sort of playing on his own over by B, while everyone else is on their way over to Picnic. And this is a pretty fast strat, much faster, in fact, from what we've seen earlier. They're just Glock training their way through, and they're not going to find anybody. LDLC playing all the way back where they spawned, essentially, at the A side of the map.
Yeah, very passively, in fact, on this A side. They've got 3 guys waiting here as well. They expect to see VP just wrapping around anytime. I mean, VP haven't really given away anything apart from decoys thrown around on the map, but LDLC are still playing so safe because they have that lack of information. Right now, they've just spotted out Minai's, who's just made a little bit of noise, but it's still not a confirmation as to where VP are going to take this.
Neo is still playing all the way in the back, and he actually has a smoke and a flashbang, so I'm pretty sure he didn't just buy that for nothing. Now they're going to walk into to the right here. MBK taking the first fight. Neo trying to hide. His teammates are too far away. They can't actually do anything to help him. So he's going to use the one grenade already, but MBK has a really good hold on him right here. The smoke goes off, and Neo actually runs away. And now MBK was needed in this bomb site. He's out of it. The bomb's going to go down, and Virtus.Pro somehow make it in here. Oh, man.
They have to go and hunt the MBK down. They have to worry about the flank coming in from MBK now, and this could work into like a double reverse pincer or something like that. But then VP, 3 kills. 3 kills for them. Shoxy can't even close out the last. Taz is going to pick it up. Shoxy finally gets 1 frag, but it's far too little too late. VP get that solid start.
I'm going to have to get some credit for Neo for actually staying alive. And
oh, man. Taz. Oh, I wish the door was open right now. We can't hear him. they're giggling about it too. They're actually sitting not side by side, but kind of back to back, so they can definitely hear each other if they shout loud enough, right? So Taz taking advantage of that there. You know, hey, he's got to do it because LDLC, if you can throw them even a little off their game right now, get into their heads a little bit, that's a great advantage for VP, especially when they are playing without snacks.
And everybody knows this is something that Taz loves doing, so I don't think they're going to be surprised by Ali charging in. Hiroshima with the C set up close to Minai's is going to take him down, and steal an AK. And he's got the body armor as well. LDLC did kind of go all in on this round. So not too surprising. It's so effective to do it, but they've lost the bomb site again here. Virtus.Pro snuck their way through, and this is going to be very, I mean, almost impossible to retake, in fact.
Yeah, now the roles get reversed. NBK can find an angle to work through here with the smoke, but still, VP can worry about the main entrance into the site now. NBK is pretty much just going to have to sit here and try and hold this angle, but Smith, Kiyoshima coming in big, 2 big frags there at the main entrance to the site. All of a sudden, it's down to VP, and the remaining 2 members are bunched up at the back.
Oh, wow, this is pretty good, but Bialy gets 2 quick headshots. Not going to be enough. There will be a defuse happening here. They do have the time for it, so really nice retake from LDLC, and maybe slightly sloppy work from Virtus.Pro. I think they should have been able to position themselves slightly better than that, so that's pretty much it. Nice comeback.
I'm curious, I think the big thing there was just that VP were caught off guard by the fact that LDLC pushed so aggressively. I don't think they were expecting VP or LDLC to just come running at them with a pistol armor buy, no less. You know, you kind of want to hold angles, try and play a little bit safe. It's not every day that we actually see like the rush coming out with the pistols in the second round like that.
I think they must have been expecting the pistol armor. I just think they forgot about playing for time once they had the bomb down, essentially. So nicely done from LDLC. AKs are in play now. They was to steal a couple of those, so their economy is going to be much better. And Virtus.Pro on their side actually do choose to force up here as MBK goes down. Taz just coming out of the second pipe, and he's going to steal that max 7. So already a pretty good start here for VP.
It's Happy's turn to go on a bit of a soul. Like, now they're going to push in right behind. He's just barely going to miss out on the 2 VP members. They went through connector. They're going to gather up for this A push. This is still a lot of information that Happy is gathering for his team, and he already can prompt the rotation off of this B site, get his mate up to that A site to start helping.
They have 2 smokes on the terror side, so they can actually smoke off some of these positions, which is really important. Look at Smiths. He's going to have to find a different angle to try and pick anyone off. Kiyoshima's waiting inside as well. So we've got about 50 seconds left. Virtus.Pro are going to try and make their way through. Kiyoshima goes down. Team kill on Minai's by Ali. Getting a little bit too excited, but he's going to pick up shots to make up for it. And this is pretty good now for the Virtus.Pro side. Bomb goes down, and they're trying to get out of the bomb side just to find some better after plant positions. Happy gets the one he wants to keep spraying, and he's going to get by Ali as well. Nicely done. Smiths goes down, and leaving it all up to Happy. Grenade rains in, not going to kill anybody, and he's walking into a crossfire. Not going to come out alive either. Pasha will pick up the kill.
Absolutely, man. I mean, greed is good in that case for Happy because he lets the first guy walk past and he still manages to pick up that kill. That was a bit risky there. He could have turned that, what was a guaranteed kill, into just a 1. Essentially here, Bialy can rip around and actually pick him off. All of a sudden, the round looks a lot easier there for VP. But LDLC, they realize they're in a bit of a risky position and they have to try and capitalize on that. And it doesn't exactly pay off this time.
Now look at this. LDLC actually decide we want to force up once again, and this is where it gets really complicated, because if LDLC lose this round of VP make it out, then all of a sudden the Polish team actually has done almost enough on the first half. Like, that's it. They bounce up to 4 rounds, and that should be good enough. So we'll see.
Exactly. This is the thing, the real scary part here. And this is going to come down to composure on LDLC's part as well. They have to keep cool. They are pushed out a bit aggressively on the map this time around, so we'll see. Opportunity here, but Neo's going to gun down Smith. That's CZ, going to go to race.
And Neo's going to steal it as well. So that means inside this bomb site, Kyoshima is the one holding, and even with the smoke and the M4, don't feel like it's going to be quite enough. He's going to actually try and get some help here from the connector coming into it, and Menai somehow doesn't win that battle. Pretty sure he should have done that. So MDK comes out a little bit on top there.
Do they decide to wrap back around towards B? They're completely avoiding connector now, and they're looking to get flanked. Shoxy's just below them. He's hearing them step past as well. This is a lot of information gained, and they've already got the rotation coming off of A towards that B side. LDLC not wasting any time.
Oh, but NBK very low on health. He's going to go down to Bayali anyway. Pretty good job early on, but he needs to stay alive here. Bayali needs some backup from his teammates. Happy doing some more damage. Bayali down to about half health. As Pasha picks up the kill on Shox coming in from behind. It's Taz with a follow-up on Kyoshima. Happy takes one with the C set, and it's a one-on-one. He's very low on health, and he's been found. And it's going to be Pasha coming up with a great double kill, and Virtus.Pro make it out. Yes, they lose a lot of members, but that is not the important thing. Now, LDLC kind of have to eco unless they've just lost their minds here. I'd be super surprised if they just go.
Oh, they do it, dude. They're gonna do it.
Wow, I'm
playing big. Well, the only reasoning behind this is it's come down to one-on-ones, and we've actually come very close to doing it. Even with CZs, even with everything, we've still come very close to picking up these rounds. And they're also thinking VP are in the same economic state that we are. If they lose one round, they're gonna be the ones forcing up or ecoing. So the question is, there's only so many times you can do this before you've given away too many rounds to VP. If VP were to win this one, 4 rounds is good work on T side of Overpass.
Yeah, it is. I very seriously question this. I thought it was a bit of a risk earlier on, but I can kind of buy it. Now I'm really not so sure anymore.
Well, it's that gamble, right? It's like you give away this round by ecoing, right? Just doing a hard eco. You let them get up to 4 rounds, but then you say, okay, that's where it stops. When we just shut them down at 5. Now, if LDLC lose this, and it's looking pretty likely at this point, it's going to be 5 or 6 rounds before LDLC can really get a big buy-in.
This time, Pasha and Taz just rolling over the whole A side of the map here. So MBK tries to come up from behind. It'll be a triple kill for Taz and a 4-1 scoreline. LDLC. Look at Taz again, just giving them a word along, which is so funny. Actually, just like throughout the history of Global Offensive, and I think probably in 1.62 this happened a lot, but I've noticed a lot of, like, every time this happens, a lot of people, like, make threads about it and say, oh, Taz is, like, bad-mannered, and the fact is, that isn't the case, guys. This is what the game is also about, and I actually talked to, like, a bunch of the pro teams, and I haven't found anyone yet who says that they are, like, super angry at Taz for doing it.
Of course not.
This gets LDLC fired up, so we'll see if they can actually bounce back here. But definitely Taz is feeling it.
Now it's about shutting Taz up on top of taking that way. You're just like, okay, man, you're gonna talk some smack. Well then.
Yeah.
Let's play. So LDLC now they are going for that round of eco. Couple CZs picked up, couple PT50s as well. So they do invest a little bit, but it's not into armor, it's not into nades. And now Menai is gonna walk in. He's gonna pick up the first frag, not managing to pick up the second. That nade could finish it though. And yeah, Menai's 2 kills for him.
Pretty nice entrance right there. Kyoshima was going to be backstabbing them, but right now that doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, my concern with LDLC buying all these rounds is that actually some of the most effective play we've seen on the counter-terror side of Overpass so far involves taking kind of aggressive control of the picnic birthday party area, and very often with like with an AWP, which I'm assuming maybe Smiths or Shox is going to do over there. And because they kept forcing up, obviously they kind of deny themselves that opportunity. And then they end up playing super passively, and that's actually not proven to work out that well at all.
Exactly. Not only that, Kyoshima does get a nice parting shot. That should be the only one he gets, however. But not only that, it's just having nades and smokes, or smokes and flashes, really. Nades in general, but smokes and flashes for the A side, for example, and blocking off entrances to B. We've seen how dangerous it is then to try and push through those onto the A site. If you can time them out properly, life becomes very difficult. But for the terrorist side right now, when it's kind of like these mixed buys, just limited nades, whatever, they can kind of walk in and use their rifles and take advantage of the fact that they have the rifles versus the pistols. So
and here's the double orb, actually.
Yeah, here it is.
I'm curious, Smiths and Happy going to be the 2 people opening. Happy actually had a lot of success last time we saw him on this map, so I don't blame them for doing that. I think this is a good idea. They're holding a little bit further back than I would have wanted, but we'll see if it's going to work out. looking for the entry frag and currently not getting it. And then they're actually going to fall back really quickly. So again, they're giving up a lot of map control here, but that's a nice shot from Smith to take down by Ali. So that definitely makes it worth it.
Very clean work there by Smith. Good control. Manages to just barely arrest his movement long enough for that shot. Now, all of a sudden, I mean, glass cannon or not, this is a very solid position for him to be in, looking into the main entrance towards A.
Yeah, not so easily grenadable, though. Nice on the other side is actually going to be picking off Kiyoshima, so they get something back. And now VP, what are they going to do?
Curious, Shoxy. Looks like they're going to try and back off. Smith isn't going to let him, though. He has a parting gift for Pasha. He's like, here you go, party favor for you. And it's not your life. I don't know, but where is... I mean, VP now wants to try and go for the B site. Only problem is that you still have Happy here. You still have 2 members for LDLC. And I wouldn't be surprised to even see them rotating a 3rd man over.
MBK crawling around looking for somebody, and he actually spotted them. Going to put a bit of a flashbang. It's a good shot onto Taz, instantly brings him down. Now there's only 20 seconds left, and there's not really much VP can do at this point to try and get into a bomb site and actually get the bomb down. Though they will get the opening kill here on NBK. The rest should still be really far away, because the rest of LDLC are showing up as well. Shox goes down. Nice. 8 seconds left. He walks in. They almost line up. He's going to pick up the first one. He can't plant that bomb anymore. And Happy just runs away. He knows what's up. They almost lined up from eyes. That could have been really scary. Actually, that round ends a lot closer than it should have been. But it's still LDLC making it out. And right now, that's really all they care about.
You can see the pressure over there showing a little bit on NBK's side. Very nicely done there through the corner of the wall. What's painful for LDLC is they desperately needed to hold on to at least 2 guns there. They needed to keep 2 guys alive to hold on to both of those ops. And now they can only save one of them, and it's going to be a little bit before they can afford to buy another one. So that double op play that just worked so effectively between Happy and Smith, they're not going to be able to make use of that for a couple more rounds. So VP, no problem buying up on their side. They're going to have plenty of money, and I think Kiyoshima just got spotted out by Neo there.
Yeah, playing kind of defensively down there, Neo, not really willing to give up the kill just yet. In the meantime, Virtus.Pro actually taking a lot of control outside here. Is Neo on Taz? No, Taz just actually going to go in. I thought maybe Neo was going to come in from the other angle. Great flashbang! And Shox is going to go down. Taz trying to control it out of bullets, but somehow he's still alive. That Mag 7 from Kiyoshima is just not powerful enough at this range. So it's going to be 5-3 now as Virtus.Pro are just... They are gunning for a really, really strong first half here.
Yeah, perfect timing for NBK to back off there, but Bialy, man, he is so close to landing that headshot. NBK trying to do the best he can, and he will stop Neo from getting onto the site. Follow-up smoke, though, to block it off. Not going to stop NBK. The spray through, and we're into a 3-on-3. 45 seconds left in the bomb. Only just now about to get planted.
Pasha waiting right at the edge. Happy to spot him. He misses the shot. Nice. He's going to take down MBK, and now Virtus.Pro. Well, it's still a 2-on-2 here. LDLC getting away with a lot right now. The Virtus.Pro really did not need to give them. Nice actually going to unscope just as Kiyoshima peeks, but he's going to pick up the following shot. Definitely on point with his AWP, and Happy is playing a bit of a patience game here, but he's gonna bow out. Walks out of the bomb site with the AWP. This is so good for Virtus.Pro. This is the best start possible when you're on the terror side.
Can they actually catch him, though? There's the flash. He barely makes it around that corner in time. Happy actually has the gear, but he's expecting them to come out through sniper. No way for them to really hunt it down. And it is a bit, you know, if they could get that up, that would be great. But otherwise, it's not the end of the world that Neo and, you know, the lads let that live. Happy definitely feeling some frustration here. This is far too many rounds to be given up. And this is, I mean, this is really just impressive from VP to have this many rounds, especially when they're playing not with their full lineup, with the stand-in in Manais. They don't have snacks with them. So we're not really seeing like really deep play out of VP. We're just really seeing them actually take advantage of the mistakes that LDLC are making, which are force up and play aggressive and get punished.
Bit of a flashbang all the way over, and LDLC mainly stacked up on the A side of the map, which at some point Patch is going to realize, well, they only kept MBK in this bomb site with the C-set, 75 armor. This is, I mean, if Virtus.Pro catch a win in this is going to be perfect. MBK does get the opening kill, though, so that's good news.
This could still work out here. MBK, yeah, with that, he does manage to wrap around the corner fast enough. Neo can't react in time, and now he's vulnerable, knows it, backs off. Has to be very careful here. Up close in the L-bend like that, Taz will get the peak shot onto NBK, though. Playing with fire there. Happy is there to hold off the cross as well, but the smokes are going down to block him out, and Smith pushes forward to try and make up for that.
I mean, MBK just bought so much time for his team here. That's really what made the big difference, and they've been boosted up here. You can see Manais actually realizes as Smith goes down, it's into a 3-on-3. AKs versus pistol, and that one off on Happy, which still hasn't found a kill just yet. going to be Taz to start off with. This grenade around the corner is definitely going to do a lot of damage. Look at that complete touchdown, and it's going to be Kiyoshima left 1-on-3, and he's trying to make it up. But Taz, that's an ace from Taz. If he wasn't fired up already, he's certainly going to be it now. As, Virtus.Pro just off to a magical start here.
Yeah, there's... if you look at LDLC right now compared to VP and Taz, they're going to be just massively confident. They can do whatever they want on the map now practically. They have so many rounds on this T side. 7 rounds on the T side of Overpass. This is excellent for them, VP. So now, no pressure on their shoulders. Taz can keep needling LDLC, keep messing with their heads. LDLC know that they are the ones who are under the gun. They literally have to just lock out every round from here on out, but they happen to be on an eco now. They just don't have the money because of the early half risks that they took.
Nice, sort of charging in. Smiths will actually get the opening shot. He might even be able to pick up a second one. It's been nice. He's kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. Grenade, not going to kill Smiths either. He's doing a lot of work, but Taz has decided enough is enough, and he's going to get that kill. Kiyoshima will drop Minai's eventually, so it's still a 3-on-3, and MBK hiding in an interesting corner here. He could sneak right in on Taz, who's currently reloading. Not going to happen, though. Taz is just on point right now. Yeah,
Taz is fired up. And now it's Neo just hunting that. Whoa, putting a couple shots into Taz there. Risky business. Taz looks for the 3rd frag, and now it's going to be Kiyoshima with the AWP. They come running through the smoke on him. He had his knife out, and he can't take the shot fast enough. There's the save.
I think at the end, that was actually Taz stepping in front of Neo and said, just step aside, son. I've got this. Triple kill from... What is Taz's score right now? I feel like we need to figure this out. So if we can bring up the scoreboard at some point, I'd be super happy, because this is 8-2 in favor of Virtus.Pro. Incredibly, this is 19-2-6. Oh my god, that is incredible. He was joking during the interview about like retiring and everything, but it's not going to be right now. Anyway, he's
19
this is so
kills.
Good. This is unbelievable.
Well then. Okay then. All right. Well, let's see if that's going to continue here. VP. 8 rounds. Smith has his AWP now, though. And LDLC, they've got a reasonable number of nades to hold it off. But again, they're playing ultra passive. No pushing forward anywhere on the map right now out of them.
What makes this super exciting as well is that Minais is actually playing really well. He's really helping out the team a lot. So he's not dead weight. He's obviously not as good as it had been Snacks on, just because they have a lot of stuff they practice like that. But he's doing a fine job at the moment. Smith, though, will pick up Neo, and that's a good opening kill. LDLC, they need whatever they can get right now. They're so far behind. There's a boost tower going on all the way in the back here that Virtus.Pro wanted to see if they can get the pick off, but this is probably the most effective CT side hold we've seen statistically on this map, is the 3 people holding like this.
Oh yes, and Minais has got this perfect angle now. Kiyoshima, he sees the shadow. He sees the shadow. Oh, but he puts the shot into the box.
And Shox is going to return all the way from the back of the bomb site there. So now the Polish team is in a bit of a tough spot here.
Now it gets a bit difficult here. Taz trying to do the best he can, but it's not going to be good enough. And Bialy is going to be the only man picking up a frag here for the Poles. 13 HP. And there you go. Smiths with the final one. 3 kills for him, though. And that's fantastic work there by the French opera, just locking down that bomb site. The difficulty, of getting into that A site is it's a bottleneck. You have to come through this one part. And Smiths with an AWP just shows how difficult it can be to crack through there without the proper smokes and flashes.
It is really, really tough. That one position that was being held by the container in the middle of the bomb site, we've actually seen some CT side teams now starting to just grenade. Just simply throw a couple of grenades over that container, so they basically pop right over that guy's head. Seems to be a really effective way of dealing with it, so I'm hoping we'll see some team do that at one point or another. Lots of different strats that Virtus.Pro could still use, some of which they haven't yet. One of them is obviously molotoving this B bomb site. You can molotov by the actual barrels in the corner. And we've also seen Virtus.Pro in the past actually throw smoke grenades all the way up from the A side of the map down towards the B bomb site to fake it out. So there's a lot of stuff here in the Virtus.Pro arsenal that they haven't even had to use, but we'll see. Good opening again here in favor of LDLC as MBK takes down Taz. And we'll have to see if this is going to be, a bit of a relief at the end here for LDLC.
Let's go ahead and take a look at Happy real quick, just so I can see how far he boosted up there, because he went for a surf. And this is a really cool little position you can actually hold over here as well. You can climb up on the wall to get really close. There you have it, right? So it's the ambush position. But nobody's going to be coming through here for VP. It seems like they're focusing on short once again. Bit of a boost over there. Not sure if MBK got spotted out or not.
Well, either way, he picks up that kill onto Bialy. And makes it really tricky, because the bomb was headed down there on Neo. It seemed like they were hoping they could get an entry frag and maybe go into A here and make some noise, and it would work out eventually. But at this point, it seems like Virtus.Pro is just a little bit out of position, a little bit, you know, uncoordinated here as Shox is going to pick up 2 great kills, leaving Neo all on his own.
Yeah, Shoxy's starting to wake up here for the Frenchies, and this could be another one. He walks in to Neo, and Neo decides to end that streak. Catches Smith out in the open, gets that kill as well. Unfortunately for him, not really enough time for him to get onto that site regardless. So, unwinnable position, still forcing them to spend a little bit of money. That's not a bad deal. And LDLC, they continue to run it back. Big thing here is whether they've managed to, you know, if we're going to hear Taz yelling again, basically, how many rounds are VP allowed to get past this point?
I mean, this is already such a good performance. I think even if this finishes 8-7, LDLC are going to go out of this first half feeling really bad about what happened here. They took some really big risks with the force-up, and I mean, if it had worked out, we'd be calling them geniuses, but it turned out to be the Polish team just coming out a little bit ahead. Nice leg shot there onto Taz, and they're going to try and fall back and just defend. So I still actually think LDLC are holding very, very passively on this side of the map. I'd want to see them push up further, but they've been making it work so far, so we'll see if they can keep it up.
Oh, it's a fun situation because, you know, we're watching VP on their T side, fairly aggressive so far, but also very aggressive on the CT side. It's totally different, their styles here, but getting into this, VP trying to bust their way through this site, but the smokes and flashes going down. Good flash there, but Shoxy's still going to pick up a frag. He is totally wiped now, and Neo only just now realizes, takes him out, but Smith is still here.
With the AWP in hand, he's trying to look for the crossover kill, and he's going to leg Taz just as he walks by, so no bomb plant happening yet. Neo is going to get found at the exact same time as Pasha dies, so that finishes the round and makes it to a 5th round here for LDLC. I think you're right, though. Once it's Virtus.Pro's turn to play the CT side, expect to see Pasha pushed up all the way past the picnic area, all the way down towards the playground, actually, with either an AWP or an auto sniper, depending on how much money they have. But that's something we've seen from Virtus.Pro. So
VP love to push around on the map. They love to play aggressive CT side because they basically, like, they want to get up there fast. If they can get a pick, great. If not, they're getting information, and then they fall back. You know, as the round progresses, they fall back to the site rather than just setting up shop on the site and not really doing too much. There's going to be a quick 1-for-1 trade, though, and it looks like VP, they have finally been forced to eco. They have to slow it down a little bit. Happy the only man here, but he gets insta-dig. Taz opens up the site, and Kiyoshima will take out Bialy.
Good job, Kiyoshima, coming in here, because he's really going to have to help out quite a bit. Shox not guessing the angle. Taz is still alive for a little bit longer, 1-on-3, and Kiyoshima will come in with a really quick triple kill and actually save that round for the French team. So that's going to make it to 6 and 8, and moving into the 15th round. See if Virtus.Pro have like one more trick up their sleeve here. I really hope we can get to see one of those 2 rounds that I was talking about earlier, with either smoke or molotovs from you know, down towards the B-bomb side.
Yeah, where they can try and go for the fake. We've seen them do that in the past. The one thing about those kinds of situations, though, because they have a stand-in, in Minai's right here, you have him sitting at the middle of your screen. How are they going to be able to really go for those kinds of set smoke rounds? Because who throws snacks as smokes? Does Minai's know how to throw these flashes, these smokes? That when you go for those kinds of rounds, though, everybody has a role, and is he going to be able to fill it?
See, this is the kind of aggression I was hoping for from LDLC from the beginning. Actually, this time they do it. Smith does miss the kill, and they're going to fall back immediately. Still worth the shot, I think, although he did get late.
Oh, double op on T side. VP, Pasha, and Minai's both using AWPs. This isn't something we see too often.
MVK trying to jump over and get a little bit of information. Can see the door hasn't been open. There's no one hiding down there, so that's all right. Now, what are they up to? Taz all the way up there. Where did he throw that smoke? I'm trying to guess. Smoke and Molotov both used as Pasha's trying to make his way in. Is he going to check this angle? Happy can see the gun barrel already. He's going to let more people by. This is beautiful, but he only picks up the one. There was a 3rd guy waiting in that pipe, and it was Bialy. And now that's a big problem. Happy's going to be... Oh, that's going to kill your spirit right there. Nice shot from Neo to open up on Shox, and Taz will follow up. It's down to Kiyoshima and MBK, and Taz is just rambling through here. It's going to be a double kill for Taz, and Neo with a double, and look at that. LDLC, they feel the pain of that right there.
That is agony right there. Happy knows. Taz rubbing it in as well, man. No mercy. Oh yeah, dude, he's geared up. But that's just, I mean, it's a sick play by Happy, but at the same time, you know, again, the greed, and this time it does not work out.
It makes it even more cruel because you see Taz turning around and yelling at them, and then you see Happy just being completely destroyed. Oh, yes.
But this Taz, I mean, he plays out of his mind. He flanks them completely, gets 2 kills, wrapping in from the A site. He just completely backstabs the defense on the B site right there.
Taz has been playing some magical Counter-Strike already. It's hard to really top what he's up to right here, but he's running into a lot of people. He still gets a kill, goes back for seconds, has some time to reload, and now looks around. He's pretty much surrounded, and he's not going to be able to gun his way out. Finally did pick up a kill in the background for Kiyoshima, waiting at the L-bend. It's a 3-on-4. They're going to try and charge him down as Pasha comes in. He picks up the headshot on Kiyoshima, but he's being flanked in return. This is a completely chaotic round, and LDLC, are they coming out on top here? They have to. It's a 2-on-1 now, and MBK makes it a 1-on-1. LDLC have to win this round if they want any chance of some sort of ridiculous comeback.
Neo's the only one left. He's got his smoke. No, he's got a kit, rather, but he wraps back around. It's the mind games. They're reading each other so perfectly right now. NBK is going to come back around. He tries to make noise to make it sound like he's going to the A site, but guess what? Neo is waiting, and it works out perfect.
I really wish we could have a microphone on Taz at this point. Be worth it. And everyone else on Virtus.Pro is like super calm and relaxed, and Taz is doing his thing. That has to mess with you. You're right. Really, really well read from Neo. Apart from just the beauty of that one pistol shot here, the fact that he read that was very cool.
Yeah, a real thing of beauty. That is so sick. And both sides are so close together that Neo can still quickly get up to the A site from that position. It's just that's the perfect spot to be, right in the middle. And he catches NBK's bluff. Just really nicely done there by Neo. And all of a sudden, VP are sitting on 10 rounds. They win the pistol their CT half. LDLC are actually going for a force buy here. They realize that they have to get something done early here. They have to do it fast. They need to put VP in the same position that they were in, essentially.
That is
nice
very
shot.
Curious.
NBK, he takes his time, sits down, and actually manages to get that kill on Minaz.
A lot of damage done to Neo as well, so I mean, maybe a chance for a bit of an upset here, though they... Oh, and actually, they're going to take down Taz as well. I was going to say that P90 is not a bad weapon for it. Shox takes down Neo. What is going on right now? They've got the bomb site, that's for sure, and they're even getting ready for anyone coming in for the sniper spot.
Happy manages to wrap around on Pasha, and now Bialy's the only man left alive here. Kevlar helmet, he comes in with the FAMAS, and Happy's going to get rid of him. 3 kills for Happy on this round. And that, I mean, we could call it a buy round. On that buy round, LDLC go for it, and they make it work marvelously well. And that, this time around, Taz,
a little bit silent,
keeping quiet.
But I don't really blame him. Happy was over there shooting his corpse as well, or somebody's corpse anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, the second map in this is Dust 2, right?
Yes, it is. And
actually,
Inferno will be to close.
And actually, I think that's like, right now, I think if LDLC end up losing this map, which I think at this point is pretty likely, I think they'd really desperately want Inferno to be the second map. I think they have a much better chance of beating VP on Inferno than they do on Dust 2.
Well, I'm worried right now because VP go for a force buy of their own. Not wasting any time. They're going to get right back into it. But, I mean, VP cannot make the mistakes that LDLC made in the first. I mean, sure, LDLC, it didn't quite go their way. You know, it was very close in the end. They were bringing it down to 1v1 situations, but they kept forcing up. VP need to realize that they just need to go ahead and eat an eco round at one point because they're still in the lead, and if they can get the rifles, then they'll be fine.
That's the bomb.
Oh, the bomb. He drops the bomb, Bialy.
Oh, no. Well, Happy's there to secure the situation. That's really important. Don't want people dropping the bomb here. Neo coming in. Did he spot the shadow? I think he did see Happy. Now he's just wanting to go back in here, but Happy senses that something's up.
Oh.
Grenade does some good damage, but I'm not sure it's quite enough when Knives falls, and they know exactly where Neo is. He's going to come in with a kill, and that's going to be it. So, pretty expensive round, but LDLC make it work. It's a triple kill from Kiyoshima. He's doing really well. He's at 17 kills, so some credit to him for playing a really good game so far.
Well, that's very important as well, Kiyoshima. He's definitely one of the point men here for LDLC. But it looks like they were able to save 2 rifles, LDLC, that last round. So, despite it all, they dropped the scout. They managed to upgrade to a FAMAS. So that FAMAS, you can see it now on Smiths. Everybody should be bought up on LDLC's side, apart from MBK, who's just sticking to the CZ. So I'm wondering if he took the hit and dropped an AK for a mate. Might be the case. But VP, there's no force buy this time from them. Even if they came somewhat close last round, they're willing to take a step back and go for a hard eco with P2Ks.
Just like they should. Even if this becomes 10-10, Virtus.Pro still should have a huge lead in this game. So, yeah, they should just keep it up like that. Teammates coming out from LDLC, every single member picks up a kill each. They do have the one Molotov, and I'm wondering if Smiths is going to buy an AWP at this point, or if he's just going to be waiting. But we'll have to see what Virtus.Pro. We were talking about them playing aggressively, especially on the A side of the map. So let's see if we turn out to be right or not, because, I mean, that's how they used to play on this. So we'll see if it's still somewhat the same here. Actually, no AWP, so They still are moving forward, but normally we'd seen an AWP on Pasha or somebody else.
Yeah, we're on Menai's. They all had pretty much like 43, 4,400 across the board after that eco. So I was curious to see if they were going to go for the buy. I mean, it's enough to go for it, but you're not going to have that op. So now the question is, you know, how do they decide to deal with Smiths? Smoke goes out, so that's one way, right? You just smoke the opera out of the equation pretty much. Send them on a trip.
A lot of wall banging going through over at the B bomb site currently. Nobody really connecting too much.
Hardly at all. See, that would be a moment for Snacks, right? Snacks is great at wall banging. Like, he'll get frags through that.
Yeah. Apparently he was sick, which is a shame. But Taz, who has been doing so well, instantly down. That's a nice grenade on Smiths. Does a tremendous amount of damage while everybody else is rotating back towards the A bomb site. They're leaving Happy down here. Smith is even going to join them, so I think Happy's going to be the distraction while everyone else ends up pushing A. And Happy goes down, so not much of a distraction, really. Can they hold this A bomb site, though, Virtus.Pro? This is definitely a deciding round in the game. Yeah,
nice timing here by LDLC as well. They don't really waste too much of it. Bialy does drop the bomb carrier again. They're going to try and hunt him down. This is a big mistake. 2 guys there for VP. LDLC get ahead of themselves. They did not predict the fast rotation coming out of VP like that. Smith's just trying to hunt down the frag, but it's not going to happen. Pasha gets rid of him, but LDLC with the overextension.
Yeah, and actually what LDLC, if you replay that round in slow motion and just go back and look at where they put the smokes up, it's pretty clear the French team actually wanted to cut the bomb site in half and then run down that pathway, because you can see the bomb is making its way over here, which obviously if you're going for a bomb plant, you'd run the opposite way. So they put down smokes to make this play work. And maybe any other round almost it would have worked, but you're right, this time there were 2 people waiting, and that made all the difference. 11 now the scoreline. LDLC, yeah, they can buy, but they didn't get a bomb pound. If they lose this upcoming round, they're probably going to be ecoing.
Yeah, exactly. They're on the line now. It's very close. Then we're going to have the sneak move here. Happy trying to lurk his way through, and Neo Taz, they're all going to get frags. 3 quick kills for VP, only the 1 for LDLC, and we're into a 4-on-2 now. LDLC still have the bomb right outside of B. Neo is going to go for a lurk, and he's actually going to catch Kiyoshima out.
They see where the remaining player is, Smiths, and actually he's not even going to dodge that grenade. Taz. Oh man, this is so much fun.
He always looks like, right now when I look at Taz and he's doing that, he's always like, oh, it hurts so good. I don't know. You're like just this weird, like Taz, he's holding his mouth. He's like, oh man.
I'm feeling your pain, but I'm kind of enjoying it as well. I don't know what to say. This is, I mean, honestly, I think a lot. I was talking to Flaren because he's here at the studio,
yeah.
And he said probably this is going to be 2-0 for LDLC. And honestly, I think that was a pretty fair prediction. So the fact that Virtus.Pro is playing this well is just super exciting. Really cool stuff coming out right now.
Agreed. It makes it so much fun. We're gonna get into this. Whoa, Taz, calm. Don't shoot Menai's. He's got so little HP. NBK, he desperately wants this kill. He's not going to get it. Kiyoshima will get there first. But then Taz decides to step in and get another frag. Drops the bomb carrier. Smoke through, but it's not going to be good enough here for LDLC. VP will just annihilate them. And that's 13 rounds now. You see, this is the thing. Taz is doing this because he knows, okay, we may be marginally weaker because of Menai's. We don't have Snacks with us, right? We're not the full roster, so I need to do something to offset that. And not only is he just beasting in game and taking frag after frag, now he's trying to mess with their heads in between the rounds as well. Just any little advantage you can get for VP right now. That's all Taz is about.
Of course, and I don't blame him. Menai's now is going to do that thing.
He's almost dropping a 30 for a bomb right now, Taz.
23 rounds in. Now look at Menai's here. He's actually going for that thing that I said Pasha, but it's going to be Menai's taking over that role instead, pushing up super aggressively on this side of the map, and it seems like LDLC are kind of aware, but they're not going to be quick enough here. Smith will get the kill. Kiyoshima, is he going to dare peek? Menai's is trying to run back, and somehow he's going to dodge out of there, and Pasha will pick up the kill on Shocks, and that should slow down the LDLC team, because that's so much map control denied.
Yeah, 3 corpses is definitely going to slow you down when you have to carry them on your shoulders. I mean, LDLC now, they're down to Happy and Kiyoshima. They still got the bomb. They have that going for them, but only a minute left on the clock to try and catch somebody out of position here on VP's side. Taz, actually, this could be a flank moment here for Happy. Because Taz is looking towards short. He turns at the last second. He sees it coming, and Taz gets rid of Happy. That timing right there.
And that's a team ace from Virtus.Pro. Every single member picking up a kill. This is the Virtus plow. They are just plowing right through LDLC at this point. What's left for the French team? Maybe they sneak up to the birthday area and tie the bomb to one of those balloons and try and float it into the bomb site and just, punch in the code beforehand and it sort of explodes, right? There's not much left at this point. They are just getting wrecked. and it's pretty incredible.
I'm here to deliver a baguette.
That's exactly it. Minai is just... They've got 3 people pushed up this aggressively. Shocked. Probably thought he was going to come around that corner pretty soon and just surprise somebody. There's 3 people waiting. Pasha takes off MBK, who was going to be the other side of that push with Shocks, but they managed to not quite peek at the same time, and they both get picked up one at a time. Minai is here. Does he spot the crossover? He'll have to jump. He does, but not quick enough. Kiyoshima will take him down. Smiths tries to get a double, but instead he kind of just does a lot of damage to both, but not enough for a kill on either.
Yeah, Pasha's down to 2 HP. That's way too scary. Smiths is still knocking at the outside of this bomb site. They do manage to, well, they still have the bomb, but they have to waste a little bit of time coming back to pick it up. And now the question is, do LDLC decide to rotate back around? Because they are working their way back into mid. Happy trying to cause a bit of a distraction over here on the B side. He's going to get dropped down to 29 HP. So this is still looks like it's going to be Happy just trying to basically keep VP over here for as long as possible to set up for his mates to get onto this A site.
Happy trying to be the distraction down here, pretend it was going to be a B push, but Taz is not about the pretending right now. He's just about the killing. And inside, Pasha is waiting, and he's got very little health, but if they look the wrong way, it's still going to be enough. 2 health is basically 1 too many if you're Pasha here. And they're going to come around the corner any second. Smith, and he's going to go down, instant headshot, and now Kiyoshima 1-on-4 here. It's going to be map point any second now for VP.
Kiyoshima swaps out for the AWP, time to style. Looks for the shot, and he doesn't hit it. Doesn't actually cost him the end, though. He still managed to take the alley with him. The fadeaway shot. We can hear him through the door, just barely.
We're sitting at least some distance, and we have closed doors and everything between us, and we can still hear Taz. Just so much fun. All right. Taz is, yeah, he's incredible right now. How many kills is he up to? Is he past the 30 mark?
He's got to be past the 30 mark. Well, we know for one, so he's definitely at 29. We know at least one of those.
I can't believe it.
He's at 30. There you go.
25. This is really rare. This is almost this has to be like the best game of the year almost for Taz, I think.
He's been playing increasingly better. I mean, just he has been raising up his level for VP in recent times. Oh, that nade though, on short.
If Taz threw that Molotov, they would be crisp in the corner, but Shocks tries to peek over, and somehow Taz is ready for it. He sees everything at this point. Minais is going to not hit the shot coming through, but he will hit the follow-up shot on Smiths. And LDLC have no more answers to all the problems put at them here by Virtus.Pro. They're just out of options.
They are, man. They're getting ground into a fine powder. Pasha, he's got the Scar 20 to boot. Excuse me, Minais is going to actually get taken out there. Taz just re-peeks again, takes out Happy, no problem at all. And as if it couldn't get any more perfect, Taz will pick up the final frag.
34 kills in 25 rounds. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All that joking about retiring, that's